In this video net interview, we're speaking with Abe Peled, Chairman and CEO at NDS. Hello, Abe.
Hello.
Pay TV operators have done a great job at increasing choice for consumers. Do you think the big challenge now for them is to make sure that content choice goes onto all screens?
Well, I think, first of all, you're right. Choice has been a critical factor in the growth of digital television, but there are two other factors, which is convenience and quality. And indeed, they've been driving quality is HD, and convenience is time shifting with the PVR and VOD. Now, I think the new additional screens are simply in that area of convenience, of not only being in front of your family room television, but perhaps when you're traveling or when you're in another location and you want to see your home television. That's definitely coming up as consumers increasingly have the devices on which they can consume that, and the broadband bandwidth is becoming available. So indeed, they will be focusing on expanding that convenience to also content anywhere rather than just in your home.
And the early TV or content anywhere kind of platforms that we've seen seem to be bundling the online content, certainly, with channel subscriptions. I mean, that suggests that operators may have to swallow the cost just to maintain loyalty, or do you think they can monetize it?
Well, in the short term, I think that for pay TV operators to prevail in this gold rush to the home, because everybody's trying to position themselves to offer additional content into the home, it's key that pay TV operators don't restrict their viewers from accessing additional content and on additional screens and content available from these different websites or areas. It is a current debate. The studios obviously would like an incremental revenue for making a new window. On the other hand, I think the quid pro quo is they're restricting access to other devices. So it is essential, I think. It will be gradually then moved into either justify the higher packages, or perhaps once that competition kind of is determined who is the winner, they will be able to recoup some of that. But in the short term, you are quite right that they will simply have to offer it to avoid people churning. The other thing I might add is that all this content on demand over broadband to additional screens or even to the connected TV is at the expense of the DVD market rather than the subscription market.
Okay, and what are the screens that really matter? I mean, is this primarily now about getting eyeballs on all the CE devices that are in the home, or is it the out-of-door market that matters most?
Well, I think it's more I think the market that matters is the ability to take the content with you. So when you travel, and the ability to after you've traveled to be able to access it from your hotel or from your secondary home or whatever. That's what matters. I think literally video into your mobile device as a subscription service or is nice to have, but I don't think there's any money in it, as has been repeatedly proven.
And do you think that the proliferation of connected devices could be a challenge to pay TV? I mean, do you think that they can maintain their share of viewer time with their own subscribers once we have alternative portals from companies like Sony or Samsung?
Yeah, so I think that's why I believe that the pay TV operators have to embrace it, and indeed we're working with operators to redefine the set-top box as a gateway that also connects to connected TVs. On the other hand, being able to offer the same content that comes from these people, and if they do that, then I think it will be a lot more convenient for the consumer to get it from their operator. Through their operator. It doesn't have to come from their operator, but it's, as far as they're concerned, that's part of the package that they get. It's like getting free-to-air channels through their subscription package. I mean, let's face it, most pay TV operators the biggest share of viewing times is consumed by free-to-air channels. So I view that in the same vein. They'll offer access to it, and what they offer is the quality, choice, and convenience of getting to them instead of fiddling. Oh, this thing is offered on Samsung, this other thing is offered on Sony, and this thing is offered on Blu-ray, and this thing is Google TV, and so on. So that's really what I think would allow the operators to maintain their position.
And is one way to make it more convenient the focus on content discovery? I mean, do you think that will become mission critical?
Yeah, I think that the user experience, especially as the array of choice expands, and I think there is the consumers being conditioned with high quality user experiences, for pay TV operators this will become a critical element in maintaining their consumers. And we see, I would say that our stand here at IBC, the busiest stand is the consumer experience stand, has been probably for the last 2 years. And our work with Cox in the US on the completely new guide that, by the way, unifies the search across VOD, your PVR, and the live broadcast schedule. So when you search for something, it will tell you where are all your options of seeing it. And it's that, again, this theme of convenience and simplicity that is becoming indeed very critical.
So do you think that we're on the verge of a generational upgrade for the user interface or the user experience?
No question about it. By the way, US cable user interfaces are really quite dated at this point, and the competition, both EchoStar, DirecTV, and Verizon, and AT&T, I think have moved further ahead. So a lot of the cable operators are really focusing on that. I think in Sky in the UK just introduced a whole new user experience in their HD, and that will further improve, and a lot of our operators are really focusing on the user experience.
Okay, well, Abe Peled, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.